Winning is not a sometime thing, it's an all-the-time thing. You don't win once in a while, and you don't do things right once in a while. You do them right all the time. Winning is a habit that a man's finest hour, the greatest fulfillment to anything he holds dear, is that moment when he has worked his heart out on a good cause and lays exhausted on the field of battle, victorious.
So Sage Rosenfels played for the Vikings a few years back, and I got to know Sage and kept a long relationship with him. And he's been involved with the collective for a couple of years out in California, and he thought about doing something here locally in Minnesota. Asked if I could help out, and I said I'd be thrilled to do so.
My name is Sage Rosenfels. I'm a retired NFL quarterback, played for 12 years in the NFL. Currently work with the Quarterback Collective. We do quarterbacks camps for high school quarterbacks who are, obviously looking to be college quarterbacks, looking to be professional quarterbacks.
As a high school player, it's all about reaching your maximum potential. The connection for those athletes is generally going to be coaching. We can help them reach the next level, whatever that next level is for them. Some of those, that's going to be college football, some might just be starting on varsity, and for a lot of them, it's going to be the NFL. We like to think we can bridge the gap of the NFL to high school.
What's unique about what we're doing here and what Sage is doing in Minnesota, what's going on with the collective out in California, is it's really about giving back and educating young quarterbacks. And I think there's so much information out there, and there's a lot of camps that you can go to, but I think this is dispersal business here, and we're trying to just give as much of this information back.
If you want to come to a quarterback collective event, you're coming here to learn, you're coming here to work. That's the only way to get better. And you could see kids get better literally from the beginning of a 15-minute drill to the end of a drill. It's amazing the transformation you would make from them trying to do something they've never done before into becoming pretty decent at it, just trying it 4 or 5 times later.
Hard, this way, back, this way.
It's been really cool to sit there in these meeting rooms and seeing these attentive kids that are yearning for some information from some former players, from some current coaches, that they are all ears, they're ready to learn.
You can imagine as a player or a coach of a school, anyone involved, that's something that you don't get access to anywhere.
And I think it's been so impressive to see Sage Rosenfels, a former player, stand up there.
See how he can throw from a phone booth, all right? See how he doesn't need a ton of space to throw. It's all twist. Tom does a great job of using torque in his legs, his upper body, to really torque to get as much velocity on the ball as possible.
They're out in the practice field with Clint Kubiak, the quarterback coach for the Vikings. They are getting high-level instruction, but it's very impressive to see them take coaching and take something from it. So much that we've learned over the years by being in this business as a coach, by being in this business as a player, to just give that information back.
It's been great for me to take that knowledge I learned from being a quarterback in the NFL for that long, and then now pass it down to these young kids who are just thirsty for the knowledge of the game, and it's really, really special for me to be able to work with them.
And so the collective has found a way to mesh these two worlds, which before were so far apart.
And it's easy for us to go out there on the practice field or go into the classroom and talk football, which is something we do every day, all day. And you just see these young kids that are taking so much of it in. And it's something so simple for us. And I think it's important that we continue to give back to the community, and the collective is a great way to do it.
And you see it. You see the kids evolve through the camp. You make the changes, they implement the changes right then and there. And these are going to be lasting changes from here to the end of the days when they stop playing.
We spent this morning talking about coverages and kind of drilling it down to the nuts and bolts of this game, and then going out in the field and again drilling it down to drop back, and I think getting back to the fundamentals is really what the collective is about. And I see it with the pros, and I've seen it out in the practice field with these young kids out there today, that they're yearning for this technique and they're yearning for some instruction, and you give it to them and you see them apply it and have some success. It's really rewarding as a coach and as a teacher.
Instead of having to wait till you get to the NFL where it's too late, if you can learn the techniques right now that are going to help propel your career faster, then why not? And that's what the QB Collective brings to the table.